y'all single. What type of females are y'all looking for? Physically. What are y'all looking for? I'm going someplace. So I just gotta ride with me for a little bit.
Oh, I know.
People on the chat ride with me for a little bit.
Somebody normal.
Describe normal.
Okay.
Keep me out of that
conversation. No. You're in this conversation, God. you in this.
I mean,
can it go? It's gonna go to something it's gonna go to the topic that was our main topic. And I'm leading there for a reason.
Now,
okay.
Now, to be put simply, what kind of female or woman? I'm gonna say woman. Female sounds creepy. Woman would I prefer? Simple.
This boy's sipping on that monster.
I'm trying to stay awake.
Yeah, one that I'm able to throw over my shoulders and be able to walk away. And now that takes a few things. Either I got to get stronger or she's got to be lighter. But either way, that's what I would prefer. I got to be able to throw her over my shoulder and be able to walk away. That's a bit of a joke, but it's one of those things where it's just like.
It just comprehend just now. I'm like, did Victor just say she got to be small and you got to be big?
I get it.
No, it's just like it's either one of those things. Either A, I got to be stronger, or B, she's got to be smaller. It's one of those things.
I got you, brother.
But I'm not against a 6-foot woman or anything. If anything,
Jesus,
there's not enough of them.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Paul, go jump in real quick. I won't take too much time.
I know you didn't drink that. I know you didn't drink that monster.
I know.
No, I did.
Come on. So what are you looking for in a woman?
Oh, Jesus, we gotta go.
Physically. I'm not talking about personality because that's different conversation. I'm looking literally purely physical attributes.
Physical attributes.
You know this.
I'm sorry. He just threw me in the.
No, I didn't. I know. I need because I'm leading.
Okay, so
it's super important.
For me, what I'm looking for is, well, first of all, have a good personality.
No, that's not what he said.
We're not talking about personality. Physically.
Why are you so scared? Just be honest.
Okay, physically, she could be in the middle, for me.
Describe in the middle. Pause.
Stuck in the middle with you.
You in the middle right now.
Okay,
you're trying to be political. I'm
trying to be polite.
Forget a polite.
You ain't a politician.
This is not a polite conversation. I mean.
Okay.
This is not a polite conversation.
I don't want her taller. Well, no, I ain't got a problem with girls taller than me. I dated girls taller than me.
I'm sorry. I just thought of Deuce Bigelow.
Come on. I'm trying to get someplace. Come on. Stop being scared. What?
Can I come back to this?
No!
No.
Okay. So, no. I ain't scared. Okay. So, no. So, okay. So, rephrase the question. No.
What type of girl?
What type of girl?
Do you like physically? This is not about personality and none of that stuff. Physically.
Not even race, just the physical attributes.
Physical aspect.
Okay. So, give me an example. Like physical aspect, like what? Like
tall, short, fat, slim. You know.
Because I got the answer for myself. I just
speak. No.
Okay.
Stop being scared.
Okay. I'm gonna say thick.
All right, fine. That's something.
I'm gonna say thick.
That's something.
Because I was gonna go somewhere else, but I don't want to.
All right.
So thick is for me.
So is it important? Is it important that they have long hair?
No.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind. I think.
No, because I've dated a girl who
short hair really good on women.
Actually, I did. She had almost half a head.
I'm asking questions. I'm leading something.
Okay,
this fool.
Short hair, fine.
Short hair, long hair.
I know where you go with this.
Do they have to be top heavy? Like
no, not for me.
No,
I'm more. Do they have to be bottom heavy?
See, you get me in trouble.
No, I'm asking. It's important. I'm trying to.
Bottom for me, bottom heavy, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, yes.
Okay, I'm getting someplace.
Yes, I can't believe we want physical eyes, but I can't believe you went there with me.
No, I'm
go ahead.
Get you someplace. Now.
That's why I made you just.
No.
So it could be a safe word.
No, here's the kicker. Does it matter to you if that the female the woman that you were like referring to or in your vision They told you.
He said that in your vision.
In your vision.
So is she my imaginary friend?
No, I'm not saying that.
Because imagine this movie.
I'm not saying that. Hey.
Because he went from your vision to now she imaginary.
I love his hand. In your vision.
Yeah, that's basically what he said.
Vision.
No. Hey, let's go. What is it?
Oh my back. Oh, that's why I didn't want to. That's why I didn't want to answer this.
Okay.
That's why I didn't want to answer this question because I knew where it was going.
Just go ahead. Ignore us. Go all the way.
So
I'm sorry.
So the girl that you trying to get after.
Stop directing it towards me. Just go.
Just look at me.
Say what you want to say.
Both of y'all.
Okay.
Both of y'all conversation.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if she had a boob job, like extensions in her hair, fake eyelashes,
cosmetic surgery,
or a butt job. Yes.
Now, okay,
Are we back in the 90s? Because
no.
This is all high school.
Bamboo earrings.
Okay, LL Cool J.
No, honestly,
no. The question. Let me rephrase it for the people so they can hear it. Does it matter to you if that female?
No.
Or let me put it a better way.
Okay.
Do you prefer the girl to be naturally, or do you mind it being surgically done?
No, I will
That's
say this.
the question.
I'll go first.
You go first.
Don't be mad at me.
I ain't saying
there's a few ways this can be approached. Now, say I found a woman.
I dig your style though.
Yeah, now say I find a woman, right? We hit it off really well and whatnot. We start dating for a few months, right? And I do genuinely start thinking about marrying this woman. But however, after a few months, she then reveals to me that she's had cosmetic surgery, right? And it turns out to be quite extensive. That's not her natural nose. That's not her natural build. That's not her natural hair. And at that point, it feels almost like this may sound a little extreme, but it almost feels like a betrayal of sorts, because it's like, okay, so I almost feel like I've been dating a fake person, almost, right? Now, if she was just honest with me from the get-go, like the first time we go on a date and says, hey, look, I've had a lot of cosmetic work done, and she lays it out what she's done. That's not an easy thing to say or do, but that's one of those things where it's like you want to get it out of the way early as possible, because if you're willing to keep a secret like that from your partner, then you have sown a very deep seed of mistrust, because now they're going to be wondering, well, what else are they keeping from me, right? Like, what else have they not told me, right? This is why, obviously, this is as if she has cosmetic surgery. It doesn't matter what it is, really, whether it be work on her chest or her rear or her face or her hair. Just be honest with people, because that's so important. That's like, the sad thing about, like, not telling a child they're adopted from the minute they can understand, which is why they have such terrible trust issues when they grow up and they find out when they're adults and stuff. It's kind of similar to that, where it's just, this can all be avoided with honesty in the beginning. Now, if I was with a woman and she felt insecure about herself, let's say she has a big nose, right? And that bothers her. And she's like, I want to get cosmetic surgery to fix it. If anything, I would discourage her to get such a surgery, because surgery is always an extreme measure to go for something that is natural. Most women, most people in general aren't ugly, right? Most people aren't ugly. Most people are just fat, right? And when I mean ugly, I mean simply, it's not that they're ugly, it's just you're just fat. It's like there's a pretty decent looking person, if not handsome or beautiful girl, under the fat. But that's just the truth.
I'm gonna leave you alone. This boy didn't have too much energy drink.
I'm sorry. Just the way he said it. He said,
hey.
But it's just the truth.
But he's speaking the truth. That's why I'm laughing, because no. That's why I'm laughing, because people need to hear that.
No. You know how we get down.
Yeah.
This is why I brought this conversation this way.
Yeah.
No, because people need to hear that. That's why it's funny.
So I'll just wrap it up in a minute here, but it's just
Go
one
for
thing.
it.
Like, look, I wouldn't mind dating someone who had cosmetic surgery. I really wouldn't, but they would have to tell me in the beginning. I wouldn't. I would be very disheartened to find out months, even a year into the relationship, that you've hit something like that from me. You know, that's one of those things.
But what if you kind of already knew? What if they kind of told you from jump?
Well,
so let's say you saw a person who's maybe a little bit more flat-chested versus somebody who had a boob job. And you chose the one with the boob job because that's what you prefer. Let's say that was the choice that you made, because even though you may have known and she maybe told you from rip, like, oh yeah, you know, and I know this is not a conversation that come at the beginning when you're first dating, but it does kind of come up, you know, like, oh yeah, I had a boob job, whatever, you know, versus a person who is more flat-chested, for example, but you make the choice to go with the one with the boob job versus the one who is naturally built, basically. Not with those attributes.
Me personally, I would always go for more natural than synthetic, primarily because as that person ages, the synthetic alterations become more and more apparent and visible, and the older you get, the worse it looks, like with tattoos. You know, that's why any modification to the body should really, really, really be thought out. Because sure, it may look good for a few years, heck, even a few decades, but it's guaranteed to look worse. It's a thing with diminishing returns. I'm talking about cosmetics, of course. I'm not talking about like a hip replacement.
Yeah. No, it's a
like cosmetic surgeries they're diminishing returns. Why? Because the human body is diminishing every day. So it's just like, first off, if you're gonna age, just age with grace. Because there's nothing more sad than seeing somebody fighting against old age. It's always a sad thing to see because it's so obvious. It's like guys who are, you know, who obviously should have gray hair at their age, but their hair is jet black. But you can tell they dyed it, right? You know, same thing with, you know, women who say, like you say, got alterations or wear a push-up or something to make themselves appear more feminine.
Or Brazilian BBL.
Yeah, you know, or they do whatever or they wear something that give them like an hourglass figure or something like that. It's just one of those things where it's just,
going with this?
It's just one of those things where it's just like, look, natural will always beat synthetic. Why? Because natural will always look more natural. It's just this goes back to what we were talking about a little bit earlier with the whole meat thing, where it's just like, okay, I got to do everything I can to fight what is normal and what is natural, and that is aging.
Got it.
Right? And you're fighting it in the wrong ways. The only way to really combat aging is regular exercise. Actual exercise. I'm not talking about walking. Walking is not exercise. Real exercise. A proper diet, obviously. I'm not saying go full vegan or full carnivore. I'm just saying if you're going to eat anything,
Mediterranean diet.
you know, just eat like a normal person. You know, don't overeat, don't undereat. Both are pretty bad, and just eat moderate amounts of meats and vegetables. Really basic human stuff. But the most important one, the third one of it all, and the reason why you wouldn't despise aging is to repent and put your faith in Christ. I always got to go back to that because that's always what matters here. Because that's why people fight aging. They're scared of death. Why? Because in the human heart, it's apparent for two things. A, God exists. B, human souls are real. That's apparent to everybody.
That's a fact, brother.
That everyone knows that, whether they lie to themselves or not. That's a built-in fact. That's why people are scared of death. That's why people are scared of growing old and all this and that. If you don't want to fear growing old and fear death, and you want to actually enjoy growing old, repent and put your faith in Christ. Why? Because one day closer to death is one day closer to being with God forever.
That's a fact. Here's the question. So why do you think these people, women in particular, go through the whole process of, I have to go to the doctor to get this surgery.
Well,
I have to go here to get the BBL.
Oh, okay.
I have to get the boob job. I have to.
You want to go first? Or
Yeah,
you
I'll
want
go
me
first.
Okay.
So, okay, what's the name of that? She's an old lady now. She was a cheerleader for the Cowboys recently.
I forgot her name, but I
You
know
know what I'm
you're
talking about, the
referring
old
to.
lady.
Yeah, I know you're referring to.
Right. Yeah, because women will see that, right, and they think, is that how I'm supposed to look at that age? The obvious answer is no, right? But they see the attention she's getting, right? They see that and they want that. They want to be like that. They want to be desired. Everyone wants.
What it is? No, I'm sorry to cut you off. I got to jump into this one.
Spit.
What it is because when, and I'm not saying every woman does this with age difference, but when older women see younger women get certain attention or certain attraction, they miss that kind of chase wise. And it shouldn't really be like that. It's no, like I said, it's no competition, but you see it now. It is. It shouldn't be that way, but it is because it's like, you looking at it when eyes are not on you 24/7, but it's on the other person. So you're thinking, oh, I need to change my look because that person's getting all the attention, but I'm not getting attention. And it's like, you shouldn't. God, and we said this before. It's a natural competition.
It is competition.
It's competition because it's like.
But let's say you're in a relationship already, and then you decide to do this. Then what are you doing it for? Then what's the purpose? Because guess what? There's a lot of people who are already with their dude, already in a relationship, already married, and then they still doing it. Well, they already were. For lack of a better term, don't take this the wrong way, ladies. Y'all were already chose. You already committed. The dude chose you based upon what you look like naturally as you are.
But see, the problem is.
What you trying to? Well, I mean, but you on that Beyonce? You want to upgrade?
No, it's.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I have no problem with anybody wanting upgrade themselves but only for themselves and their spouse.
Yes.
But I got no problem with that. But what I do have a problem with is now to the point that you want to change everything up, your whole image, just to say, oh, when I step out this door, when I'm not with this person, other people still look at me.
Yeah, because you want the attention. It's kind of like what Vic said, alluded to from the beginning. That's kind of the point I was getting at. But see, the problem is, sometimes it's on us as guys. We tend to gravitate towards the one who is plastic, for lack of a better term.
That's a guy thing.
No, forget the guy
thing. I mean, that's not a guy. I mean, it is a guy thing, but
because we set the tone for that because we got a little bit. We chose it, and so the girls are responding to what.
But see, that shouldn't be a problem though, because at the end of the day, it's like
kind of. So if you're choosing the person,
no, I'm not saying choosing the person, but looks is looks, but it's not gonna make. Oh, I'm finna just drop everything and go be with this one because I see this one cute better than you.
Right, but here's the problem. They are getting these people, the women who are like this, boob job, daycare, wig versus BBL. They're the ones who are getting chose, not just looked at. They're getting chose. And the problem is the women who are more natural at this day and age are not getting chose.
Are we discussing older women?
No.
Or just women?
Even this is happening at these. You gotta understand. These are.
There's both sides.
They are
be young and older.
These are girls that are sitting there in high school.
Well, yeah, there's girls
in high school who are waiting to get to be 18, or they're telling their moms and their dads ahead of time, "I'm 16. I want a boob job."
All right, so.
But the reason why I'm going there is because we put this out there, and think about the medical portion of it.
Okay.
Think about the medical portion of it.
Even with that, because like you said, this goes on why certain relationships don't last or even marriage, because people don't tell them what they want. They're afraid to say, "Well, what do you like?"
Well, you also got to remember what we're talking about,
especially in marriage, and I think that's one of the concept is that first years of marriage everything is cool, but going down the road line things change.
So allow me to give.
So what I'm saying is that if people start saying, well, what do you like? What do you really like?
Right. So let me give you a little bit of context. So let's say, in an instance where a girl was significantly overweight, and then she dropped down to be much less, like 100 pounds, 150 pounds less. But because of that weight loss, now you have saggy this, loose this, so it's required to do that. That's one thing. That's different. Because one, you decided to get your body healthier, which, and constituted you dropping pounds. You're developing muscles, so you're dropping pounds. And then because of that, your boobs are going to be out of proportion, your butt may be out of proportion, or things will be out of proportion because of the skin. That's different, but that's not what we're talking about.
Okay.
No, that's...
So I want to give clarification and context, because everything has context. There are certain people who have to have these surgeries, but I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to the ones who are still 115 and they're slim.
What you just described is called corrective surgery. What we're talking about is cosmetic.
Right.
We're not talking about corrective.
I just want to preface that, just to make sure that it's not like one of those things.
But we also got to remember, we're dealing with an industry here that makes untold amount of money. Right? There's a lot of money to be made in this cosmetic industry, like more than you can imagine. The only thing that I think that surpasses it is probably the abortion industry,
which is all part of medical, just the same.
Well, I mean, in terms of just medical, they make unholy amounts of money doing the worst things you could imagine, and cosmetic surgeries, abortions, transgender surgeries, all this other stuff, it makes them untold amount of money, which is why they push it everywhere. That's why you see it everywhere, because they're just trying to make more money. How are you going to make more money without more clients? What do you think they're trying to do?
Everything's about the big money.
Everything has a price on it.
And the medical industry, and the reason why I kind of led into it this way, because a lot of this we put in on ourselves first and foremost. That's why I kind of led into this part of this questioning, so y'all can understand why we get to.
I got what you coming from.
To this point.
I hate that you asked me what I like, but I got what you.
But because we choose a lot of this stuff to happen, which causes people in the medical field to be like, well, if they really want us to do this, we could charge whatever we want. So, and there's tiers and degrees to what they do, and they know it is, because it's based upon the person's status, the person's money, and who they are.
I mean, in all honesty, what we're seeing here is a very low-tech version of a cyberpunk dystopia, right? Because this is all very cyberpunkish, just go under the knife.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
we're just not talking chips yet.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, instead of getting chrome arms and cybernetic eyes and all that, you're just getting
you're getting plastic.
You're getting plastic, but it's the same principle to where it's dehumanization in a way. I mean, that's one of the big warnings of cyberpunk, is the dehumanization of the human body, and that's what we're seeing. I mean, people forget cyberpunk isn't supposed to be about it's not solely just cyborgs and railguns and all that cool stuff. No, it's a warning of a dark future.
And people who have not really delved into like any of the books or played some of the games and stuff, y'all really, even if y'all just watch the storyline,
because any sci-fi is a warning or a critique on society, and cyberpunk is definitely that, or at least good cyberpunk is. And what it is, it's a warning of the future we're headed to, with hypercorporatism and transhumanism and all that. Now, granted, like I said, it's not cyborgs, but still, we're going to a day and age where they want you to be comfortable going under the knife for any reason.
Right.
For any reason. For the smallest of things. This isn't medical practice anymore. This is like going to a car shop.
Right. What can I do to
What kind of rubber do you want?
What can I do to modify my body to try to attempt to make it better? So, and that's kind of the thing. And here's the thing. And the thing is, everything has a cost point.
Yeah, that's true.
How much money do you want to invest in your body? Oh, you hear that all the time. You go to the gym.
Yeah.
What do they say? How much do you want to invest into your body? Yeah. So the first part of the conversation is, do you want to put in the physical work? They're gonna press that upon you, right? How much physical work do you want to put in? You want to put in the little 30 minutes, or you want to put in the 2 hours? you do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You could talk to any of your trainers. But here's the part that they haven't gone to yet. Oh, but we also got these little supplements that can help you in your body development. Certain ones do. I'm not saying your team do.
No.
Shout out to them.
No. It's not that. I've seen that when I've seen that in pro wrestling.
Yeah, but you see this. Because
I've
have
seen
these supplements.
I have
these steroids. I have this stuff.
So
and then there's degrees of what you can get. You can get the generic stuff for like $10.
Because some of my good buddies
stuff for like $100. You can get the goodie for $1,000. You can get the Balco for like $15.
I got a couple of buddies of mine in pro wrestling now, and God bless their souls on this. But some of them got real jacked up. Like they wanted that look, like just the image wise, because
that wasn't just them putting in the physical work.
They would push to that.
No, they had to get the medical stuff. And the medical stuff, if they really told you how much it costs, even under the table.
Oh, I ain't gonna speak on that.
No, forget all that. I mean, they pay a buttload of money under the table. I'm just kidding. And here's the thing. And these things.
I slide you $2,000, you slide me a piece.
Yes, and here's the thing. Now, it's not under the table.
Now it's
regular.
It's regular.
It's regular.
It's approved.
They are playing against everything that the medical field does. Plays against your psyche to make you seem like you're less than.
And it's funny you mention that, because even when you go when you leave your doctors, when you make a doctor appointment, they say, well, this is what I recommend you to take. You know how, let alone them damn pills cost